It's not an easy road. It probably never will be an easy road for us.
They've been on that road for almost 3 years. A man who was brutally beaten outside a bar in Buckley is reacting to the sentence given to the man who beat him. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. Jennifer is off tonight. Shane Weber pleaded guilty to aggravated battery causing great bodily harm. Weber beat Michael Hilligoss in July of 2017. He was sentenced to 4 years of probation. WCIA3's Courtney Bunting is live in our newsroom tonight. Courtney, Hilligoss, the victim of this crime, does not think probation is enough.
No, Jessica, he doesn't, and he says it wasn't what he wanted from the beginning of all of this. But at this point, he's just happy this chapter is closing.
The one verdict we wanted was guilty, and we got that. So we're satisfied with getting that guilty verdict.
But 3 years ago, you may have heard differently. 27-year-old Shane Weber brutally beat Michael Hilligoss outside the Buckley Dutch Master Bar in July 2017. Weber pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 4 years probation.
He got off like and heck, to me, he's not a man. I mean, I'm sorry I'm getting older, but he shouldn't have thumped me. He shouldn't have beat me up.
The then 67-year-old had broken ribs, a broken collarbone, and bleeding in his brain. His wife, Rita Hilligoss, says she hopes the probation will be what Weber needs to better himself.
I feel that maybe he will change his ways since this, and maybe he learned a lesson. Hopefully he did. I can't say I can forgive him yet. Eventually, time will. I probably will forgive him, but at the moment, the pain is still there.
But for her and her husband, the consequences of what Weber did will never end.
Because he's going to be suffering for the rest of his life. He'll never get better. We just pray for the time that he can last without getting worse. It's more burden on me. But he's my husband, so I try to look at it as not being a burden.
Investigators also looked into a possible connection between Weber and Daniel Connolly's death. Connolly died from asphyxiation outside that same Buckley bar, but the state's attorney's office says they didn't have enough evidence to charge Weber for that. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Courtney, thank you. The Hilligoss family tried in 2017 to get the Dutch Master to close. They said they thought the bar was negligent and asked village trustees to shut it down, but it is still open.